So I know that I walk around saying that I am an intuitive counselor, psychic medium, voice of the angelic realm, the absolute, whatever. At the end of the day, I am a clear channel of absolute divine truth. So the other side asked me to create this video letting you know the spiritual boot camp they ran me through in order to be their voice. Not only do I channel the divine, but I channel the divine court as well. So I essentially channel God and all of his angels. They are saying that that is a privilege and an honor that is earned and something that you have to be trained for, not something that is just granted or a right. So they wanted me to explain to you guys exactly what they did to me. Number one, tests of faith, blind faith. How much trust do I have not only in my connection, but to the divine, all-knowing angelic beings that I'm talking to? How much trust do I have in that connection? They basically took my connection to them and shook it all over the place to see how much trust I had and to test me again and again and again to ensure that I would put them above everyone else, because the only thing that matters is the messages they are trying to get through. Number two, along those same lines, these lovely divine angelic beings think and speak in absolutes. Because they are a source of absolute truth, the information I channel from them is like a hammer coming down. Bam! There's no debating it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about the information I'm receiving from them. It's absolute truth. So as a result, how do they expect me to represent that? By speaking in absolutes. I have to set my ego aside and not worry about you thinking I'm an arrogant jerk and speak in absolutes. Number three, I am a huge target for the dark. Because I speak for the light, the dark is going to come after me hardcore. Fear, doubt, ego, whatever, those things can easily sabotage the message. So I have to be conscious of the dark speaking to me through other people, through negative emotion. I have to be very, very conscious of the dark trying to sabotage me and my efforts in speaking for the angelic realm, because there is a huge target on my back. Evil goes after you when you're trying to do good, folks. Remember that. Number four, ego. I'm not allowed to have an ego. It needs to move aside. If I start a sentence with, yeah, but that's going to make it look like I'm this, or that's going to make it look like I'm that, it doesn't matter. The other side doesn't care how it looks. They care about truth. They care about the message. It's not about me as an individual. It's about Christine Pavlina stepping aside and delivering the message. So my ego needs to constantly move aside, and as a result, I'm not easily embarrassed. I still get embarrassed because my ego is still there. It's just suppressed, but it's actually pretty hard to embarrass me. They helped me with that. What can I say? And along those same lines as embarrassment, I have absolutely no control over my YouTube channel. None whatsoever. My topics range from Justin Bieber, Adam Levine, Mark Foster to self-discipline, self-love, atheism, etc. I channel the video, I create it, and then I upload it. I have absolutely no control over what I say. None. So my ego has to move aside, because everything I upload, I can't care what you think. I am not allowed to care what you think about me. I have to move aside and be a clear channel and share the message. Along those same lines, the other side is not concerned with social politics. Suppose I was Hillary Clinton's best friend and I started channeling that Bernie Sanders is everyone's highest good. You think the other side cares about my friendship with Hillary if Bernie's everybody's highest good? They couldn't care less. We don't care if you're Hillary Clinton's best friend. Bernie Sanders is everybody's highest good. We want you speaking for him. Yep, social politics. No such thing in this job. And then another thing along those same lines with human relationships is I have to be 111% self-sustaining, self-reliance, self-love. Self-discipline. I can't rely on society for approval and acceptance. I can't cower from criticism, and I can't feed off of compliments. I can't rely on societal. I can't need it, because I know that I could channel one message one day that makes everybody love me and channel another message the next day that makes everybody hate me. I got to move out of the way. So I have to be 110% self-sustaining and give myself love. Self-pampering, self-care, everything. Self-complimenting. I have to take care of myself because of that. This world isn't always going to be kind to me. Also, I have to be assertive. I can't back down from the message. I have to stand up for truth, so I can't be a big puss. I have to stand behind what I'm channeling. I have to get behind it. So assertiveness is also really important. I am also not allowed to back away from truth, even when it's to my detriment. If the truth is to my detriment in any way, I'm not allowed to back away from it. Not allowed, because the truth is the light. And if I'm speaking for the light, that is my guide. That's what I have to hold on to. I let go of the truth. I let go of God's hand. No matter what. I know it sounds like I'm some sort of weird extremist, but they're telling you this is what's required for unabashed truth. Some of you have complained on my Facebook page saying, well, what about this? What about that? Where was the truth here? Where was the truth there? And that's why the Divine asked me to create this video, is letting you guys know what's required for unabashed truth and how difficult it is to get through sometimes in this world. Along those same lines, since I'm not really allowed to care what anyone thinks, is how do you think my livelihood follows that? I know I have a background in marketing, but I am now the anti-marketer. I'm not a people pleaser. People pleasing is ego-based. I'm not trying to appeal to anybody. I have no demographic. I am now the anti-marketer. I'm not marketing to anybody. I'm not allowed to care what anybody thinks. I'm going to channel what I channel. So what do you think that means for readings? And the other side will warn me. They'll even compensate for that. They'll say, we're going to have you make a video series that people might not like, so your readings might take a dive, just letting you know. They prepare me for that. So the other side is strategic, trying to balance out the livelihood. Not my problem. My livelihood's their problem. They need me to cover my bills because they need me to be their voice, so they just figure it out. And the money shows up. Another thing, this is a huge deal, just so you know. Along the same lines of self-sustaining, they are my only boss. I tried to get a side job 4 times, didn't work, wonder why. They're my only boss. They're the only ones I answer to, period, end of story. They, my only boss. What if I had a boss? He would Google me and be like, what is this acid trip that I saw about you online? Here's your final paycheck and a number for a psychiatrist, Christine. Have a nice day. So they are my only boss. They are the only ones that I answer to, which they wanted to make sure of. They also didn't want any split focus. They said my mind's too powerful to focus on 2 jobs at once. They want me focusing on this, my life purpose. Another thing is lifestyle. My lifestyle is closely monitored by them. I have a responsibility to take care of myself as a clear channel of divine truth. I was built for the masses, not necessarily for the individual. I do readings for individuals all day long. However, my gift was actually built for the masses. As a result, my lifestyle is monitored. Diet, exercise, water intake, vitamins. They make sure I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing in order to not have any toxins in my body. No drugs, no alcohol, no nothing. No cigarettes. Got to get those toxins out of my body. Got to do cleanses so that the mind-body-spirit connection is intact, and it's like an overall comprehensive wellness approach to me being a channel for them. They're also saying, aside from that, we need her to live a long life so she can speak for us and deliver our messages. Number 12, brand. Now, I just said I was the anti-marketer, but the other side of the coin to that is that I also need to accurately represent the other side. No cursing, no inappropriate humor. They also don't want you guys seeing me as a sexual being. They want you guys to see me as Gumby. He's green, friendly, everybody likes him, and he has no private parts. So they want everyone to see me as Gumby. I have to accurately represent the other side and keep it clean. And if I crack like an inappropriate joke or something, they'll show me the word brand disintegrating. It'll be like disintegrating, like, hello, brand, remember us? So at the same time, they do care about me accurately representing them as the angelic realm. I gotta be careful there. Sometimes I take a couple missteps and get into trouble. Now, here's the amusing part. I gotta be fearless. I can't have any fear because fear is the dark, right? Fear is going back to sabotage. So if I get scared to deliver a message, what is that? That's the dark sabotaging the message. I have to be fearless. I have to move forward like my personal power is just off the charts. I can't let the fear creep in. So I have to control my thoughts and control my emotions and keep them positive. Again, so I can be a clear channel. I have to use all of my God-given gifts in order to be fearless. I have to use my sense of humor as a tool. I have to utilize my go-with-the-flow nature because I'm not the one driving the car. So I have to give up a lot of control and be kind of active in that I'm speaking for them, but also in kind of a passive go-with-the-flow way and let the current carry me, because at the end of the day, the divine is driving the car, not me. Now, the biggest acid trip in all this, and last but not least, are circumstances. I have been trained to ignore the circumstances going on in front of my face. In lieu of what is happening right here in front of my face, I have been trained, yes, trained to ignore them and trust what I'm getting from them. If all-knowing angelic beings are telling me something, I rely on them to be my eyes and ears because they're all-knowing and I'm not. As a mortal, I have limitations. So do you see how much trust I have for these all-knowing divine beings that I've established over the last 7 years? I trust my gift and my connection to them and them themselves, the beings that I'm talking to, so much that I have been trained to trust them implicitly with everything. To where whatever circumstances are going on in front of my face, whatever news stories are breaking, whatever's happening, I have been trained to completely ignore that in lieu of what the other side has shown me. That is pretty crazy if you think about it. If you really think about how strong that can be, and you're about to personally witness it, because I'm about to do it in front of everybody, but ignoring what's going on in front of your face in lieu of your gift. Yep, that's what separates the boys from the men, guys. So, I just wanted to let you guys know that these are the things that are required in order to pursue and speak unabashed truth and to be a clear channel of absolute truth for the divine and the divine court. They wanted me to let you guys know how they've repeatedly tested me, repeatedly trained me, letting you guys know that I am a product of the other side, I am their protege, and that I was essentially created for the masses, to be a clear channel for the masses. And so they just wanted me to let you know what my training is. This is my degree. I guess I'm graduating, so here's my little tassel on my graduation cap. I'm graduating from the University of Freak of Nature. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.